Hello and welcome to this week's weekly wind-up with me, Helen Ashcroft. And my guest today, who is Wayne Law. Hello, Wayne.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm absolutely fine, thank you. Now, I have to say, I have interviewed you before, haven't I?
Yes.
And why you're on today is because things have slightly changed in the world of Team OA, and in one area in particular, which is the Huddersfield Marathon. Is that right?
It's correct, yeah. We've taken the Huddersfield Marathon. It's had a revamp, a reroute. Absolutely everything about it is new logo, new everything. So we just want to tell everyone about it.
And why has that happened then? Why have you decided to change?
I think after 3 or 4 years of it being the old route, it got a bit stale, and we just wanted a fresh start with it and trying to gain new runners and new people to come along and have a go at it now.
Okay, so the route that you had before, I know it was uphill and down dale and all over. Is it the same sort of terrain?
The first half of it is the same as it's always been. Huddersfield Marathon up until now has been the toughest road marathon in the UK, so it's had a great reputation for that. But the downside of that is it does scare people away, and quite a lot of people will come along, run it once, and they just don't have it in them to come back and do it again. So we don't want that. We want lots of people coming to Huddersfield and seeing the area. Okay. So we've taken this route. We're using the same half as the previous years, but we've extended it now to take in areas around the Colne Valley. Right. So basically it goes all the way up to Marsden and then all the way back into the town centre where it enters the university and comes back out. So it's all the new and the old of Huddersfield. So it's an absolutely superb route to come and see. And what is
the distance exactly?
26 miles, 385 yards to be exact.
Wow.
And maybe a little bit more.
Okay, and when is this actually happening?
It's happening on the 4th of June.
Okay.
And there is a marathon, a half marathon, both starting at 10 a.m. in the morning from the YMCA up near Out-Lane. Yes. And at 11 a.m. is a family fun run that everyone's welcome to come along and join in.
Brilliant. And is there a cost to this?
It costs, at present it's £20, but that's going up on the 1st of March to £35 entry then. Okie dokie.
And how many people are you expecting?
We're expecting 600 plus people across all the events. That doesn't include all the spectators and everyone else, because at the event centre we've got a bit of a summer fete going on with stalls and all of that sort of stuff.
Okay. I have to ask, now obviously you can see I don't run, unless there's a fire, in which case I may possibly run. But if I was to take part in anything like that, my sense of direction is a bit dire. So how would you guarantee me that I didn't get lost?
I wouldn't guarantee that you wouldn't get lost. I've got experience of your navigation. But in general, the whole route is well marked with big arrows on the lampposts and everything. And we have one of our charities is actually leading off the event for us this year. So there'll be 2 or 3 motorbikes to follow all the way around the route for those that are a little bit faster and at the front end. But we've not, on the marathons, we've never had anyone lost yet.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yet.
Well, let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
So you said that one of your charities, so are there more than one charity that you're supporting?
When we relaunched the event about 2 or 3 weeks ago, just prior to that, we announced on Facebook that we could do with some new charities for the event, and we were a bit overwhelmed with about 30 charities approaching us, which for once we had to wheedle through them and work out the ones we actually wanted that we think represent the area the best and the best for us. So we've got that down to 4 charities now. One of them is Rudy's Retreat.
Are they based in
Linthwaite? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one is the Home Valley Mountain Rescue, who we've worked with on various events in the past. We think it's only fitting that we do something with them because one day we'll potentially need them.
Yes.
The third one is the White Knights Yorkshire Blood Bikes. Now they transport blood samples and blood all around the Yorkshire area on motorbikes to save the NHS the cost of using taxis, etc. It's a really great cause. And the 4th charity is a charity called Shebang. Now they're based in Slaffwaite, and they create accessible theatre, drama, song and music kind of stuff with the arts for children with additional needs.
Right.
Making it basically just accessible. August last year their premises were burnt down, so the two have kind of come together at the right time for them, and that's where we're at.
So the people that are going to run, when we're talking about the charities, obviously some of the money will go towards those charities, but could these runners choose one of the charities and actually run for them?
It would be absolutely fantastic if they could choose one of those charities to run for.
Right.
We've given each of the 4 charities, we've given them a certain amount of places that they can give to people to raise money specifically on their behalf. But that's not the only way you can raise money for these charities. There are other ways we've come up with.
And when you say there are other ways, you've obviously got it advertised somewhere. So where would people be able to find out about what you're talking about
If they visit runhuddersfield.com,
Okay.
The new website should be up and running in the next couple of days. There's a holding page now with links through for entries.
Yes.
And all the information's on there.
Fabulous. So we've talked about the charities. Do you have sponsors for these for these events?
Right, there are. We've come up with quite a nice idea for this event. We've got 26 miles and a few hundred yards.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is companies, if they want to do, can come along and sponsor a mile of the event.
Yes.
That becomes your mile, and there's a small fee for doing that, obviously. That's £250 plus VAT. But for the final 385 yards, what we've decided to do is we're opening them up for £10 per yard. So you as an individual, even if you've got a family member running, you could sponsor that 1 yard of the mile at the finish.
Yes.
That money goes direct to the 4 charities, much the same as
Wow.
everything else. So there will be a Just Giving page set up in the next few days where you can go straight in and do that. And all the links, as I say, will be through runhuddersfield.com.
So that was my next question. How do people who are wanting to sponsor this event get in touch? So again, it's through your website.
Through runhuddersfield.com, absolutely everything's there.
Okay. And is that how people can keep up to date with what's going on and if there are any updates?
The easiest way would be to follow us on the Facebook page, which is at Run Huddersfield, and then that links also to the Twitter account, which is Huddersfield Marathon.
Right.
Both of them quite easy to find.
No, that's brilliant. So you say, just tell me again what date it is.
It's on the 4th of June.
4th of June.
This
And what
year.
time does it start?
The half marathon and full marathon start at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And the family fun run starts at 11 a.m.
So the family fun run is, as it says, families can
It's
go to
family
that. There's
fun
no
run. Yeah.
age range. So if somebody wanted to push a child in a pushchair or a buggy.
Fantastic, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dogs
and they
can
register for that on the day. You don't need to go online to register for
Oh,
that. Literally
right.
just turn up on the day, pay for the fun run, and you can do that straight away on the
Okay,
day.
and what about people that have got dogs?
That's fine.
They can run as well?
We would like people to come along with dogs. I have 2 myself which race with me quite often.
Right.
And I'm a bit picky about the events I do. If they won't allow dogs, I don't want to go and do them. So yeah,
Okay.
more than welcome.
And do you have stations as well so people can get a drink?
There are feed stations every couple of miles along the route. They are manned by volunteers. Some of the charities are manning some of them. So there's plenty of access to water and all the usual stuff that you should be getting, yes.
That's brilliant. Well, I have to say I won't be running, but I will come and support, if that's all right.
Absolutely fantastic.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you ever so much for coming along.
Thank you.
And giving us the up-to-date news on what's going on. So thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Remember, we can be contacted by the usual means here at KLTV. So that's me, Helen Ashcroft, saying goodbye. And I'd like to say a really big thank you to everybody who's working behind the scenes to make this show possible. Thank you. Bye-bye.